This is a vacation home that I did for Luna, and I recorded it in October of 2022, but I'm doing the voiceover now, so the footage is old, but the takes are new. I can't remember why I chose to do Luna. Maybe I just really wanted her picture. But I have to imagine I saw an inspiration picture somewhere for the bed that I end up doing for her, because I seem to know exactly what I wanted there. But for the outside, I picked this little like secluded one that's surrounded by cliffs. I really like this plot, but of course went with purples, and I did the pansy wreath, so I ended up pulling out pansies for the flowers as well. Just did some bamboo and palm trees. I wish you could put bamboo on sand on your island, because I really like the way that that looks. I bet you anything this is me noticing that there are roots coming out from under the palm trees and then checking to see if the bamboo has the same. So I've got some shrubs, trees, flowers, moss, rocks, and then I started to lay one of my 9-tile paths. So this is when I had Canyon Key. So this was my Canyon Key path that I have. And I loved this path so much. I feel like I say this every time I'm like doing an island and have a 9-tile path that I'm obsessed with. And obviously you can see there's more than 9 tiles, but the basics, you know, is a 9-tile path. But I feel like I say this all the time, but you just really cannot beat a good 9-tile path. Like, God bless the people that are making those. I really want to like try and design my own, like if I did an island where I couldn't use any Nintendo Online stuff, but it's a little bit daunting. I just can't imagine. I found a screenshot of like a design your own path like tutorial, and I was like, yeah, that was ambitious. Whenever I saved that, I was surely not in my right mind. So just finishing up adding some custom designs and the path. Some more moss, which remains one of my favorite items. I was watching some of my Vlogmas 2022 videos the other day, and the berry enchanted forest with the frozen moss just looked so good. I just really loved that video. I kind of wish I had put this in, like if I was doing this again right now, I would put this in golden hour because I liked the way that that looked. But I guess I wasn't feeling it that day. Then on to the inside. One of the reasons that I said I feel like I must have seen an inspiration picture is because I just seem to know exactly what I wanted, which is, as you probably know if you've ever seen a video of mine, rarely the case. But the way that I immediately put the columns and bookshelves here, I feel like I must have seen a picture. I'll go through and see if I like saved it somewhere, or maybe like retweeted it, because I would like to give credit to whoever I'm taking inspiration from here. I just have a hard time believing I came up with that on my own. So I was thinking about doing the Dreamy bed. It seemed to make sense, but it just seemed a little bit like, I don't know, a little childish. Luna's a classy lady, so I upgraded her a little bit to the elegant bed. I feel like it's so hard to find a good custom design for the elegant bed though. It kind of seems like none of the patterns that Sable gives you sort of like match the vibe. I feel like you kind of have to do a custom design, which is what I end up doing. But it's like I ran through every single one of them first. So doing kind of like a 4-poster bed, but with the columns instead of like an actual 4-poster bed. And then putting the drapery in between. And I already really like the way that looks, especially from that one like corner angle. Which again is why I don't think I can take full credit for it, because it doesn't look like it was my idea. Just pulling out a few tabletop items. As you know, the best way I function is to item dump and then figure it out later. Just picking between the periwinkle and the pink fancy tea set. And I don't know if I always planned on changing the lighting, because I never do that in Happy Home Paradise. I never use lighting or soundscapes, and I did both in this one. So I don't know if I like went into it knowing I was going to do that, or if I decided on the fly. But of course all the colors look different by the end because I do pink lighting. Still bothers me that the columns and the counters don't line up. I understand that the columns are meant to be a half space with the partition walls, and the counters are supposed to be a full space so you can put an item on it, but I just feel like they could have tried a little harder to make those look good together. Played with adding some stuff to the walls here, but because it's bookshelves, it just doesn't really make sense, except for this little flower garden. You could kind of like make it look like it's kind of attached to the shelves and not the books. And then I did the wall shelf with bottles to make them look like they're on the counter, which I love doing. And I'm looking at everything from this specific corner. Clearly I'm already anticipating taking the picture from there. Add a little makeup bag because Luna really loves a beat face. I mean, she's got pink eyeshadow, lipstick, some little euphoria dots going on. Watching this kind of makes me want to play Happy Home Paradise again. But I think I would do another home for like an NPC that I could just amiibo in, because the homes that the villagers want, I definitely feel like I'm not interested in those really anymore. Trying to find a page for the little turtle, but I think he ends up getting nixed. added a little tarot reading set and a book, and then I'm adding the little like handheld book just because it's a little bit smaller. Tested out a bunch of rugs. Really don't know how an animal hide rug goes over when you're designing a house for an animal, but tried the moon rug in every possible orientation. And then I'm adding some hanging glowing moss, and I tried out the vine garland, but with the lighting I didn't really love the way that looked, so that goes in a minute. So I decided that less is more with the glowing moss, and then I was pretty much done. I tried to see if I could change Luna's outfit, but you can't. She has her uniform and she's sticking to it, but I put her in a little nightcap. It was the least I could do. And I decided to call it Dreamy Den. Had to take some photos, of course, and then leave her to rest in peace. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. And if you want to keep up with me elsewhere on the internet, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Pocket of Fish. And until next time, I'll see you later.